IFC is a gateway. IFC is a business model which Franchise India is offering to individuals and professionals to become the partner with Franchise India. So at Franchise India, we sell thousands of franchise opportunities every month. And now we are very glad that we are offering an opportunity to become partner with Franchise India. In other words, it's a franchise partnership with Franchise India. So Franchise India is world's largest and only company in India offering a complete solution for investors on one side, business and brands on other side, and we matchmake them, and that's where we have, so it's a trusted advisory platform. How to start your own business platform. Independent franchise consultant is a specialist. How to start your own business specialist. So what we do at Franchise India, we have three businesses. So it's very, very important to give you overview about us, about our business model, so that you can also decide if this is a right opportunity for you, so that you can become partner with us. So we call it as investment advisory. We call it as growth advisory. And third is exit planning. So what we do, so being an independent franchise consultant, right? It is an opportunity, which means empowering businesses, which means helping aspiring entrepreneurs and supporting businesses and business owners and help them to exit out of the business. So we help to enable them to profitable exit out of the existing business. So these are three businesses which we talk. Now I'll give you a little overview on each one of them. When I say investment advisory, would mean that we work with investor community. So now there are a lot of investors who come with an investment of say 10, 15 lakh rupees also, but there are investors who have also the higher side of it can be 100 crore or maybe 200 crore their investment as well. So if they are looking at some businesses which are into jewelry segment, so if we take fine jewelry, so it can be around 40 to 60 CR in between. So they are looking forward for some lab grown diamonds, it can be 2 to 10 CR in between. So if they are looking forward some kind of food business, now there are so many varieties, so many segments in food. So it can be a food cafe, it can be 10, 15 lakh also. It can be 40, 50 lakh also. It can be a fine dine restaurant, which is 70, 80 lakh also as well. So when investors coming with some investment, and largely people do not have an understanding how to select. That's where in Franchise India, with 27 years of legacy, 27 years of expertise in our this business, we come with this experience that we help them how to select a right opportunity. Because then there are so many parameters wherein we need to look into before we go into investment in any of the businesses. If you have low investment, say 15, 20 lakh, it's highly risky because what you get is a startup company. You have no ability to understand whether this is the right startup for you or it is going to be maybe not the long-term proposition for you. So it's a very, very important decision wherein Franchise India, because of our experience, we help guide, mentor to select the right opportunity, and each parameter we go negotiate, evaluate, structuring the deal, and obviously there are a lot of documentation to be done. So it's very, very risky, especially for those who are first-time business buyers. And in India today, we see some kind of an understanding where 70% business buyers are first-time business buyers. So it's very, very risky. So from the professional background to entrepreneur background now, it's a big shift for someone who has been professional till now looking forward to start some business. That's wherein we help. So this is investment advisory. Second is growth advisory, wherein we work with businesses which are at a startup level, mid segment, large corporates, enterprise brands. We help them to grow in franchising. So we help them to grow in franchise network. It can be locally, it can be regionally, it can be nationally, and it can be internationally as well. So we help them to grow in business in franchising. So we help them to enter into new markets, to find the right partner for them who can take the franchise. And then there are obviously a lot of things to explore and to offer how it can be a profitable business for them also. It can be a viable opportunity for them, because if it is viable, then we have to say it has to be sustainable. If it is sustainable, then it can be scalable. So we also have to understand whether it's a right documentation each business, every brand do have. Right. So that's where we come with this experience. Now, third is exit planning. Exit planning would mean wherein we help businesses to exit. If they want to, exit out of the existing business, it can be some franchise owner who have taken some franchise earlier, taken some business, now not interested to, continue with that. It can be any reason. It can be a debt making. It can be some other reasons, but you want to exit. So Franchise India would help you how to exit out of the existing business. So being independent franchise consultant, as we say, it's more than a title. So it is wherein you empower businesses, wherein you help aspiring entrepreneurs, and you also support business owners and to how to scale the business. And third, as I said, we help them to enable them how to exit out of the existing business. So with over 27 years of expertise in Franchise India, it's a global network of brands, global network of now investors, and what we do, we match make both of them. So as I really talk about the three segments of it, but I will give you a little more understanding and simplify our business. So we have investor one side, we have business and brands other side. We match make both. We match make both, and we use a byline for this. Nobody in the world sells more business than Franchise India, because we have created a network which is over 100 cities today, as of today, 100 cities. And we are also present in 19 countries. So these are all now, we do business through franchise consultants who are in different cities, not only in metros, wherein we have company-owned offices. We run company-owned branches in top 10 cities, and rest all we are represented by our independent franchise consultants. So at Franchise India, we have three companies, which is Franchise India. We do 200 events in a year. We go to tier 3, tier 4 cities as well to organize the franchise event, wherein we get investors, we get brands, and we matchmake. And then we have Front Global, which is international arm of our business. They help international brands, global brands to come in India, and they also help Indian brands to go outside India. That's Front Global. And then we have Francop, which is world's largest 50-year-old consulting company. They help businesses to get them into franchise. They make them ready for franchising. And at Franchise India, as we discussed, we have also Media House, where we have 3 magazines. We run Franchising World, Retailer, and Entrepreneur magazine as well. And then we have franchiseindia.com, which is our official portal. Then we have more than 22,000 brands, which we have serviced till now on our website. So this is a little bit on us, and in this webinar, we are going to talk about more on journey of Franchise India, which is 28 years, what we have done till now overall. And then we will also give you some understanding about franchising as an industry. Now, how this industry is looking like, what is the scope for international brands in India, how India is as ready for accepting these international global brands in India, and locally, there are millions of businesses now which are evolving into franchise. So we'll talk about that also. Third, we'll give you full understanding about the business model, which is very, very important. For that, you have joined this webinar. We'll run a presentation to give you understanding about the monetization of this, how you can make money, how you can join with us, and then what is the how you can scale and how you can also be part of the Franchise India in our next. So there's an opportunity city-wise. There's an opportunity also which is selected for few who have that passion to run a consulting as a practice. So in this webinar, since it's a webinar, so it will be one-sided. So we request each one of you to use Q&A box. Someone has already started writing in the Q&A box. So we request everyone to be there and use the Q&A box if you have any question and query. Since we will give you a full overview about our journey, who we are, what we have done, we would also look forward to know who have joined us today. Since there are a lot of people, we want to know who has joined us today, which city you are from, and what are you doing right now, what's your profile. So we can help you with some questions which we put in the chat box. You can pick any of them or multiple choices along with the city name, which you will share with us in the Q&A box during the program. So with me, we have our leaders also on the panel. I'll first take, we have got Anurag Saha, who has joined us from Kolkata. We have Akhil, who has joined us from Delhi corporate office. We have Shakti Vail, he has joined us from Chennai, along with Kapil. They take care of Tamil Nadu and Kerala market. And we have Praveen, who has joined us from Bangalore. And we have Abraham, who has joined us from Ahmedabad. So we have also joined our Managing Director, Ms. Sonia Chaudhary, whom I'll request first to set the perspective of this whole webinar and give you overview of Franchise India, franchising, and then we'll take the presentation for all of you. But request is to make it interactive because the consulting is all about making interaction. And you make it interactive, share your thoughts in the Q&A box, and also answer when we put some questions. Use the options and use the Q&A box to send us your options so that it will be very, very interactive for all of us together. Thank you so much for joining in, and we look forward for your participation equally in this webinar. Now I'll invite our Managing Director, Ms. Sonia.
Thank you so much, Sanjay. And friends, a very good evening once again to all of you. And I will also like to welcome you all in today's webinar. And as you heard, Sanjay, this is a very important, a very special webinar where we are looking forward to inviting like-minded entrepreneurs who come forward to become partners with Franchise India. And this is purely by selection. And this is to also evaluate a potential partnership with two opportunities that we have to partner. One is in the form of independent franchise consultant, where you run and operate as an individual and run your practice in the market. And second is to operate as a Franchise India firm in your office, Franchise India office, Franchise India firm in your market. So today we have a very big network and distribution across India, which goes across 97 cities in India and about 19 countries in international markets. And I would say a larger number of cities in India and countries outside, including our own teams, I would say a larger part of that is being today represented by our independent franchise consultants and also our partners who are owning and operating firms across different cities. So this is a very serious business partnership opportunity where we're looking at partners who bring with them a lot of commitment of their own time, and they believe in the cause of democratization of entrepreneurship like everyone at Franchise India does. And our approach is also to look at this as a long-term relationship, association, and a partnership. And hence, a very big responsibility, accountability, and a commitment is required, I would say, from both sides. So as you understand, I think whatever you've gained, what we do, some of you know what Franchise India does, but I will also quickly capture that. And if you have any questions, friends, we'll be happy to answer. I'll take maybe another 10 odd minutes to take you through about the franchise industry at large and touch upon, quickly summarize what our company does so that you're able to understand why we need a bigger distribution, considering we already have 97 cities, 19 countries already in India. Why still there's a big, I would say, partnership requirement and distribution we still need. So we'll be happy to answer any questions, and then we'll run you through a small presentation that will talk about the monetization model. It will also talk about how our business model operates. So friends, I'll start with saying that Franchise India, in the last 29 years, we have created a very strong goodwill in the market, in the industry overall, a very strong ecosystem around the entire franchise business economy. And we have also built it very, very consciously. And this has been done with a lot of investment over the last 28 years in our business, in our various companies, and very structured. And that is the reason you see there are different businesses that Franchise India runs in India and international market, but everything that we do centers around franchising. So we are a company which has a full stack ecosystem, which touches every single stakeholder in the franchise industry, whether this is in India or overseas market. So which includes our, I would say, discovery platform, which is the platform of our website or even the exhibitions. We do about 200 exhibitions in 1 year, smaller, bigger events. The discovery platform also includes the website of Franchise India. More than 20,000 companies are listed on the franchise website. And 90% of market share is held by Franchise India, because anyone who's exploring any franchise opportunity, whether he's sitting in a tier 3 or a 4 or a city like Delhi, Mumbai, Bangalore, the top cities, everybody reaches out to the events of Franchise India, reads our magazines, or they come on the website exhibitions to explore opportunities, whether that's a 10, 15 lakh of investment or investment as large as I would say 50 crores to 200 crores. For example, today we have a very big show that we have organized. In fact, as we speak, the show is going on in JW Marriott in Sahar in Mumbai. And this is a jewelry showcase. We have about 60 top companies from India. These are top jewelry brands from India you can think of, who are participating in the exhibition. They're top speakers, founders of these companies, the CEOs of these companies who are speaking at our forum. And we also have about 500 investors who are HNIs, ultra HNIs, who have visited from different parts of India to make a decision to invest in a jewelry business. And typically, the investment in any jewelry business, depending on the industry or I would say category, can start anything from say about 3 odd crores, can go up to 70, 80 odd crores. So everything, so these platforms are important so that investors can discover opportunities, and equally the companies, brands can also evaluate investors, discover investors through our website, through our exhibitions. The second platform that we built was a consulting arm of Franchise India, where we acquired a company, Francop. Francop comes with more than 50 years of experience and legacy. And Francop is an American company which has worked with the names which are today synonymous with franchising, the likes of KFC, McDonald's, 7-Eleven. These are companies that have been consulted by Francop in America. And we acquired Francop in India. And in these, I would say 2.5 decades, ever since we acquired Francop, Francop is humbled to have worked with more than 19,000 companies and making them franchise ready and bringing them to franchise for the very first time. So when I say this ecosystem has become big, when we started in 1999, there was smaller number of companies, or I would say the quantum of companies into franchising comparatively was very small. And fast forward these 28 years, today, we have 18,000 plus companies, other 19,000 companies we consulted ourselves, and there were 300 companies that were actively franchising way back in 1999. So we have, in fact, expanded the ecosystem. Every single day, there is a new opportunity that is launched on the platform of Franchise India through our webinars, through events that we conduct. So which means the inventory that we have is very, very big. So even for a brand like, I would say Indria, I was speaking to last year alone, we rolled out about 100 signups for Indria. Last year, this was 2024 mid, was when the company started franchising. And they, in fact, completed almost 1 year of their first franchise outlet, late in the last year. So in the last year, around 1 year, completed about 100 signups. And this year, they have another plan to open up more locations, especially tier 2 or cities where they are still not present. Similarly, a brand like Trends, which is a part of Reliance Group, we work with them very closely. They have a very massive rollout in this year to do about 100 odd locations. And this is just one brand from the portfolio of Reliance, while we work with all their brands. So what I'm trying to say is every day there is a bigger number of opportunities that are launched, and even when we work with a larger company and multiple companies under the same group, the inventory that we have becomes very, very big. And all these companies are looking at expansion, which is beyond tier 1 and also including tier 2 and 3 cities. So if I take every single day a new brand being launched, and if I take an average of even 50 or the minimum, I would say expansion plans or rollout these companies have, which means that I have a minimum inventory of at least 18,000 franchisees to be sold. Now, outside this, Franchise India also has made an investment in about 90 international global brands, which are from different industries. Lastly, I would say F&B, services, gym, salons, where we own the master franchise rights in India and also our neighboring countries, including Middle East, Nepal, Sri Lanka, and some other countries where we operate our business. So this is another 90 odd companies where we are awarding area franchise and unit franchise. So you can understand the inventory increases every single day. And that is the reason we need a very big distribution across all cities, because the current distribution that we have is good enough. But since this opportunity is large enough, we can accommodate and work with more partners every single day. So that is what we do. And our third business is brokerage. So brokerage transaction is something where we at Franchise India, we take a mandate from the companies. I named a few companies, and these companies give an exclusive mandate to Franchise India. We market these opportunities. We generate leads every single day. And averagely in a month, there are about 100,000 inquiries, which are leads generated either for people who are looking at opportunities, they're confused what to invest in, and the others are where they're specific about the industry or sometimes about the brand. So there are about 100,000 leads, prospects, unique every single month, which are generated. So which are obviously given to our partners, to our teams to work upon based on the brands which our partners choose they want to work and the cities, the markets they choose to work. So the brokerage business, we take a mandate from the companies, represent them, and we also take a mandate from the investors where we handhold them through the entire process of starting a business. So how we make money and monetize is we get paid by these companies who engage Franchise India to consult them in creating the right business model, which is a step first. And second is when we bring a new franchise partner for them, which can be unit franchisee or area franchisee, or even a master franchisee when a global brand wants to come to India and they need only one single partner. So we get also paid by our investor because we advise them and we handhold them through the entire process of getting into evaluating the opportunity till the time they sign up the agreement. So these are three businesses that we do. And the fourth, of course, is our asset arm, where Franchise India also is a investor as a master franchisee in multiple opportunities. So what we do in short, friends, we are a company which positions ourselves as a start your own business specialist. And this is, I would say, a niche which no one can take because we have been the catalyst in the industry. And the core driver, the foundation of a business at Franchise India was always to help people, advise people to start a business and making entrepreneurship accessible to everyone. And the reason is because when we started in 1999, there was a big need, I would say, and there was latent need for people to start a business, but there was no platform where people could reach out, get advice, and take an informed decision. And ever since then, I would say there has been no looking back. And today we are a trusted advisor to most influential, respected houses, business houses of India on one side. And we have a trust of the biggest business buyer community in India. These are investors looking to start a business. And what we do is, we have, through whatever we have done, we have created a very big, I would say, ecosystem. It is also a big entry barrier for anyone who wants to do what we are currently doing, because we have created a very strong proposition, and all that we have created comes with a lot of validated learning that we have gathered over these years. So very quickly, friends, I'll also touch upon the industry of franchising. It is very important to know the industry that you want to get in. And more importantly, because anything that we want to invest today, and even when we look at our careers we want to get in, we want to understand the longevity of these businesses. So franchising, I would say, has been a global success story. We were pioneers in India, and when we started 1999. And franchising historically has been a very big catalyst when it comes to entrepreneurship. And it has also been considered a powerful wealth creation engine for entrepreneurs for more than 100 years. And this engine, I always say, we want to also enforce through our independent franchise consultant program. So overall industry size globally is about $5 trillion. And India is the second largest franchise market in the world after America. And the reasons also we'll talk about. And today, this industry contributes about 4% to our entire GDP. The way that we see the growth in the next 10 years is almost 10x of what it is today, which means that franchising is not going to slow down. There are more companies which will come in franchising. Equally, entrepreneurs, investors, franchisees who want to come forward and take businesses, they will come forward. This community is also going to become large. Now, consumption has been always, at the core of franchising, which means as a consumption increases, franchising would also increase. Now, we are an economy which is about 4.15 trillion consumption economy, and which is also, set to projected to touch almost 6 trillion plus in the next 4 years. And since franchising is directly proportionate to consumption, and much of this consumption, I would say, this century's consumption, which is a global, I would say, overall economic trajectory in the entire globe will actually depend on India's progress and choices that we make today. And that is the reason that you see a lot of global brands were coming and entering different markets. And especially, I would say, if there are 5 top markets they want to enter across the world, India is amongst the top 2 markets they want to be in. Second, there is a big demand for, I would say, branded products. So all of us today have become more brand conscious. Today, we are consuming more brands than we were consuming 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 years back. So which means everything that we consume today is coming from environment, it is coming from a brand, whether that's a product or a service that we are consuming, and which includes maybe even your quick commerce services like a Zepto or a Blinkit. These are all companies which are expanding via franchising. Even sensitive last mile businesses which require last mile experience of their end consumer to be controlled, which are five-star hotels or super specialty hospitals, all these companies also franchise. So all that is becoming very, very big. Finally, there is a big time growth in the first time entrepreneurship in India, and it is at its peak in the last 28 years, as we have seen. In 1999, 10% of the entire community of people who were starting a business, buying a franchise, only 10% of these business buying community were first time entrepreneurs who had never experimented business. And rest 90% were people who came with experience of running either their own business or some form of franchise business. Fast forward again, I say these 28 years. Today, 60% of the community in India who is asking for businesses are the first generation entrepreneurs who have, or the first time entrepreneurs buying businesses. So what I always say is India is now entering a very big business ownership decade, which is driven by expansion of consumer entrepreneurial aspiration and a very big global brand inflow and a big corporatization of franchising, which has already started to happen. So these are reasons we feel that franchising is a very big industry, and because being pioneers and I would say a big catalyst role that we have played over the years, we understand what the trends would be in the next 10, 15 years. And we are always sensing that and always ahead of that. So what we have done, we have created this ecosystem through our group companies, created a very strong and a very deep distribution. And what we need today is partners who believe in the overall, I would say, purpose as we do. And we're looking at like-minded people who can partner with us, who also have the determination to build their own brand, their own equity, in the market. So this is what we bring, friends. Now, before we proceed further, I'll request all of you to please also share a brief profile about yourself, and to make it very simple for you to choose, we will request you to select from these four options, which you can see in the chat box. So if you are, so these are four options, and I'll request you all to please also mention the name of the city that you come from. And if you come from outside India also, because our webinar is also live in countries outside India. So if you're a professional, please choose P as an option. If you are running a business owner, you can use B as an option. If you are a management consultant, you can use MC as an option. And if you're looking to change your career, you can use C as an option. So friends, I'll request all of you to please start writing in. We'd like to know who has joined in, what city you come from, and what you exactly do, because profile in our business is extremely important. And so I see many of our friends have already started to write in. Great, friends, keep writing in, and while you do that, and I'll request all of you who have joined in to please choose any of these four options and choose the city where you come from. And while you do that, I will also take this opportunity of introducing Mr. Gaurav Maria, who is the chairman of Franchise India Group. And he, in fact, works very, very closely with all our partners in India and also in global markets. He, in fact, took the time to come on the webinar. Like I said, we have a big show which is happening in Mumbai today, which is a JewelX exhibition that we are doing today in Mumbai. So Gaurav is a leading global franchise and a business growth expert, and he's somebody who's highly successful entrepreneur and widely known for bringing about the franchise and the small business revolution in India, and regarded as India's foremost consultant, who's played a very crucial advisory role with more than, I would say, thousands of companies in India, small corporations, large companies, and a lot of international brands. We have been instrumental in bringing about 850 plus market entries to India, which is worked directly. So I'll request Gaurav to take over. And friends, you can keep writing in, and we'll take your names and also the options that you have shared very, very shortly.
Thank you, Sonia, and welcome, friends. And my apologies for joining in late. As Sonia mentioned, we are doing India's first jewelry franchise show. There is no show. Actually, I've never heard the show being done in any part of the world. And India has a very big jewelry market. It's almost a very, very large, about 50 to 60 billion, $1 billion market. And not only India, but I think Indian jewelry businesses are also spreading globally. It's one of the businesses which we have exported very well to the world. So we hosted, and we are very proud that 47 of the top jewelers of India and GCC attended this show, and these are large transactions, So, and Sonia personally has been working on large groups like Indria or Kalyan or likes of them, where the investments can go as high as for my international friends. I'm talking because I see people joining from Malaysia and other parts. It can start as high as maybe a $2-3 million to about $7-8 million kind of investments for a single franchise. So very successful show. About 400 odd people attended that. Everybody has to pay and attend. So that's why I've got delayed, because you keep getting a lot of investors who want your time and seek your advice that which brand is better for which. And then it's also different categories, from gold to natural diamond to lab grown diamond to silver to non-precious jewelry. So it's a very wide market. So friends, we as Sonia was mentioning, we are world's largest franchise development company, been around for 28 years, proud of the only company in the world which is fully integrated. So from running our own media, I'm sure Sanjay or Sonia would have given you background, running own media, running large exhibition business. Almost every week we have multiple exhibitions, and then we large consulting outfit. And that's why we're expanding our team, because we feel that the opportunity is very, very large. And we are expanding our team not just in India, we are expanding our teams in Southeast Asia, which is a key market for us, in Gulf countries, and even the whole MENA region, which is North Africa. While we have offices in Europe, we have offices in UK, North America, and also in Australia. So, friends, we as a platform do three things, and we're very proud that we are the only company in the world which does these three things. And if you compare in your home markets, you will find nobody who is doing this kind of service. And this is in very high in demand service, and we have specialized over the years and created multiple products to suit different demands and different client base. So one service is obviously helping people to invest into active business. Any kind of active business you want to invest in, we will help you. You want to start a new franchise, you want to buy an area franchise, master franchise, or you want to invest into an active business, which means that you are running a business, you go and invest and become either a partial shareholder or a full ownership you can acquire. You can acquire a running business. So that's one part of the business. Very powerful. Almost every home has somebody who's looking to start his entrepreneurial journey. And we, as entrepreneur advisors, help them to make that very important decision of their life to choose what is right for them or what investment is right for them. And friends, this is also very complex, because when you're investing into active business, it carries more risk. It has to have very well thought through. So we have made a predictable structure which can match make people. Rather, we have this principle of what I call strategic marketing, operational, and financial fitments for every single investor who's looking to invest into that. So we rate them on different parameters, guide them through what businesses would be right for them. And because of our learnings of last 28 years and selling thousands of businesses, rather we use this word that nobody sells more business than Franchise India. With all that experience, you will be also, if you become an independent franchise consultant, would be intelligently advise people what businesses and investment they should do and where. And then you can also give them a risk reward ratios in terms of how much the risk they carry and what kind of reward they can get, and bring some predictability of their investment. This is very, very important part of our one business. The second part of our business, which is helping businesses scale through franchise. So if you understand the scale strategy, how companies can scale without putting more resources. Now, franchising is the only proven system for last about 70 to 80 years, which where you can grow your market share, you can grow your business without putting your resources. You don't have to hire more people, you don't have to build your offices, you don't have to put a lot of investment. It works on other people money. So it becomes very strategic even for the largest groups. I have been working with all large companies in different parts of the world. So if you look at Malaysia, I have worked with Berjaya at multiple times. Berjaya is among the top five groups in Malaysia. India, we work with Tatas, we work with Reliance, we work with Aditya Birla, the top three or four groups of India, including Mahindra, TVS. And globally, we work with the best of the best. We are currently doing even Google. So Google's first store, we've been part of opening, but then we have worked with Unilever, we have worked with Procter& and Gamble and likes of them. So from global large multinational giants, we also have been working very long for Pepsi Corporation for helping their both distribution and licensing. So we have that experience today to work with about 18,000 companies, so many case studies in different industries, helping how we can help and coach these companies to scale their business through franchising. So that's very powerful second part of the business. And third part, which is also a very big need, is helping people who want to exit, helping them to set their valuation, and we find them the right buyer. So ask yourself, if you have these three services wherever you are, and I can see a lot of people have written different cities, how powerful it is. If you are a person in Patna and you can say, can help people invest in businesses, I can help local brands scale through franchise, and I can also help businesses who want to exit because they don't have succession plan, we don't have something else, or they run out of cash, or they need more capital. Any of these reasons they want to exit, you can help them. Friends, this is a very powerful idea. This is a very powerful idea. It's proven. Sanjay leads a very large team, very strong network of independent franchise consultants we have. We also put a lot of time, energy, training, marketing resources behind every single IFC partner. Today, also, every single partner of Mumbai is in my show. They're working hard, but they also get a platform to do it, right? Sometimes you are a consultant, you don't get a platform, you don't get a networking platform, you don't get marketing support, you don't get the kind of training and capability. Like I'm doing a training on 18th, 19th, 20th, every month, 3-day training. Out of that 2 days, Sonia and I take personally, and then 1 day Sanjay takes himself. So we put a lot of effort in supporting our IFC partners. I call them, it's called the MOST, MOST. M stands for mentoring. We mentor each IFC partner. O stands for opportunities. We give you a lot of opportunities, daily new brand. S stands for all the kind of support, from sending your proposals, making your business plans, everything we do at the back end. So you can concentrate on business development. So all that back end work which you require, for even from creating world-class presentations, doing to our clients, following your repayments, everything is done at back. And even your leads. No marketing is required by any IFC. All marketing is done and leads are given to you. And last is training. Training is key part of it. Training is done at 3 levels. One, initial level. Second, ongoing level. And third, peer-to-peer training. A lot of times you learn from people who have already done it. So you are trained by experience, or I call the master IFCs, who have done that, who have built sustainable business, and they have done it over the time. Rather, you should, before you make a decision to become an IFC, talk to a few of them, because that's very important, to listen to people who have made it, who have made a much bigger sustainable structure. And we have many kind of IFC partners. Some have professionals who left their professional job and became a full-time consultant. There are people who were consultants, but they want to elevate to the next level. Sometimes you're doing some consulting which is not high paying, like you're in any kind of commoditized consulting. You were a trainer. Now trainers are not well paid. Somehow I don't feel that it's right, but they're not paid well. It's very commoditized, right? But if the same trainer becomes an IFC partner, he will do 10x of what they're doing with the same man hours they're putting in. So that's also very important. And sometimes you find that a new career. But it's also very important, friends, I will tell you that not everybody can become an IFC. And I see this with all honesty, because I feel if you don't have a DNA of becoming a consultant, you don't have time to contribute in this. You're not committed to building knowledge. You're not a great networker. You have to give yourself that networking opportunity, right? And you are also somebody who has a very persistent quality of chasing every single deal. So if you don't have these 5 things, don't come into this. because this is not going to help you. But if you feel that you have these 5 things and you really are passionate about building your consulting career, then this can be the big opportunity for you. And ask yourself this real question, is this something? I have these 5 things, and if answer comes to you, yes, I really have that, then talk to us and we will be happy to have a discussion, honest discussion, and understanding where you're coming from, what is your skill sets. You can also talk to us, talk to our existing IFCs, anyone you want to do, and then we take a right decision to do that. So next 3 days, Sanjay and team would pick up some of my slots, and and I will like to talk to people who really make sense, right? So talk to them, and next 3 days, if you feel that this is something which you really want to pursue, uh, and talk to our people, ask your questions, and then they will bring it to me, and then I will ask you a few questions, because I want to make sure that everybody who joins us is very successful, very, very successful. That's the only order of the day. So my question to Sanjay is always that how many people made money in your network every single month? And this should grow, and people should grow what they make last month. So both are the criteria for our teams to make sure that everyone in the system makes money, and they make more money than they made last month. So, friends, this is what I like to share, and I'll be going back to the show because we have a show and some people want have waiting and meeting us. But this is equally important for me, so I stepped out for a 20-25 minute to just say hello and introduce myself. And I will leave it back to Sonia and Sanjay. Maybe Sonia can start with her some remarks, and because she was reading who all has joined in, so we should see who has joined and where have you come from, what is your background. Maybe she does that, and then Sanjay does a small short presentation, maybe 10-15 minutes, to take you what it takes to become an IFC and how you can grow as an IFC and what kind of money you can make. But only money is not the criteria. If anything which doesn't give you more than money, that business is never good. It has to give you something. It has to give you either what you're passionate about. It has to give you something which gives you social recognition. It gives you your own creativity out, things like that, which is very important. Money you can make in many things, right? While this is very attractive financially, but I always say what is beyond money is more important, right? So ask yourself these very important questions, and if you still feel that you want to pursue this opportunity, talk to us. Over to you, Sonia.
Thank you so much, Gaurav and friends. I'll quickly pick the names I see in the Q&A box, and I welcome you all once again, and thank you for putting your remarks. And Mr. Merchant, you said, why would an investor choose Franchise India? I think we did cover that, and this was a remark that but we'll still answer anything specific that you want to know. And then I see Mr. Suhas Mundada. Suhashi, welcome. You've joined us from Nasik. You've shared your number also. I think you're looking for Mr. Maria's email ID. I think you have mentioned that. We'll maybe take a minute to also respond and share the right email ID with you. Welcome, Mr. Avinash Kumar from Patna, looking for a career change. Welcome, Avinashi. We also have Azim Bhatt, who's joined us from Kuala Lumpur. Azim, very good evening to you. In fact, we have an event in KL in the last week of this month. And we have one of our team members who's leading that market, who's Sonia Saxena. In fact, she will get in touch with you and she will set your appointment with Mr. Maria. I think we look forward to speaking to you soon in this very week. Nilesh, welcome. You are looking for a career change, and we also have Mr. Pratibhan from Coimbatore, and you're also looking for a career change. Wonderful. And Amar, you can write in this. You are replying here. Wonderful. I am from Jharkhand, and you're looking for again a career change. Sure, Amar. Thank you. And we have Mr. Indrajit Yadav, who is already a business owner. Great. I see another response. Great, from Mr. Suhas. Thank you. Great. So friends, keep writing it. We'll be happy to also know others who have joined in. And any specific questions that you want to ask, we'll be happy to take this. We'll quickly take you through our presentation, the business model. Any questions that you have, keep writing and we'll answer. And also, maybe between tomorrow, day after, we'll be happy to set one-to-one meetings with some of you. So Sanjay, over to you. If we can start our presentation.
So
Thank you so much.
I'll take your leave, and as I said, I'm available next 3 days for a few slots, and Sanjay and team would discuss with you. Sanjay leads this business as a CEO, so he will obviously review at his level. He obviously has, but I and Sonia also want to meet everyone. Rather, three of us take a decision collectively, think through, and if we feel that you're not right fit, honestly, we give the right feedback to you. But if you fit, then you're most welcome to our network. You become part of our the largest franchise consultant community in the world. So thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. And friends, as we discussed, we will have a one-on-one interaction with you. We'll give you full time and understanding about the model and how it works again. And then we will see in case there's any question you have that we will also take it up further. So I'll take a few of the slides of this presentation, which is saying what is franchising. Franchising, we discussed, it's a $5 trillion industry today. It's a very, very large industry. And anything and everything what we consume today is coming from franchise industry, franchise company. So that's what the scope of franchising is. That's what the scope of franchise business is, because everything is becoming branded today. So if you're in tier three also, tier three cities, there's everything becoming branded. Now new mall coming up, new food courts coming up. So they want all brand stores and they want branded stores, branded services, and everything is coming from the brand store now. So that's where people are using and not only the service as a product, also as the brands. And that's where sector wise also, if you have seen today, there are a lot of sectors which are now first time evolved into franchising, because now they have also they're looking forward to grow the business, they are looking forward to expand their business, and franchising becomes a viable model for them. There are some businesses which are 100-year-old, 150-year-old, especially some jewelers also, which were never franchised. Now there is a fourth generation, fifth generation now coming into the business. They want to expand. They want to have store in different cities. They want to grow the business. That's how franchising becomes the only option for them, which is viable, which is sustainable, and then which is scalable business for them. But when you talk about franchising, so Franchise India becomes the only name wherein we have a full-fledged services, complete spectrum of services to offer, not only to give you some marketing piece, because marketing comes later. First is to get you ready. There is none outside Franchise India who can really help you to get ready for franchise. Because if your documentation is not ready, it's your financial model is not right, it will really mismatch. Because tomorrow investor has thousands of questions, and it has to be rightly structured by some expert. That's why Francop, which is world's largest 50-year-old consulting company, so they set everything right. They make you a viable business model which you will take to the market. That's where we attract investors also once they see this model is being created by Francop. So just to give you an overview, Francop, when we got in India 20 years back, the first of the business which we have consulted was Lakme. And for your information, most of you must be knowing, Lakme was never a salon. It was a cosmetic product company, and it has been consulted by Francop to create a salon model, and then which we further start franchising also. So if you talk about Lenskart is also consulted by Francop. So businesses like such businesses are consulted by Francop, and that's wherein your first part has to be rightly structured as per the market. And if global brands are coming to India as well, they also have to be fine-tuned so that their business model is as per the Indian market. That's where Francop plays a vital role, and none outside us can use Francop as an expertise as services, and that's what, because that's our company. So then comes to the marketing, because franchise India have a great marketing platform which nobody does. We have exhibitions, we have offline, which is magazines, and then we have online, which is franchiseindia.com, which really helps to generate leads, reach out to the right target audience. Our target audience, somebody was asking the question as well. Our target audience, one side investor who is looking to start some business. That's what we keep on continuing and discussing. Second target is businesses who want to grow in franchising, who want to build a franchise network. That's our target segment. So this is one side investor, one side brand, and both are our target segments, right? So if we talk about technology-based companies today, they are also coming into franchise because they want to, you know, go into franchise. They want to open new centers. They want to enter new markets. HR companies. Now you can see HR companies are also franchising because if you see if there's a Pune-based company, they are providing services to Pune-based companies for helping them to get manpower. Now the same can go to other city in Bangalore because their companies in Bangalore would also need that service. Chennai, the same companies would need the service. So again, if your presence is not there in those cities, you will not be able to service the community. So that's where franchising has given you that edge to open up your centers in different cities. If I can give an example, very, very old franchisors in education, which is Aptech, JetKing, NIT. Now, see, NIT centers across nation is all franchise, and we've been working with NIT also last 28 years. Right. So, but NIT is not 28-year-old. NIT in franchising is very, very old. But when we came, we have offered them a professional platform and helped them to come to us, and we help you to get franchisees on board. So if you see NIT today center in one city looks like the same in other city. That's what franchising is all about because it's a systematic way wherein all the centers, all the stores, all the outlets would remain same in terms of presence, in terms of offering services, in terms of everything. That's what franchise model is all about. So today, if you see, some kind of a cleaning service coming at home, you need a cleaning service, especially in metros, even maid coming at your home, gardener coming at your home, some repair work coming at home also is coming from a franchise company. So there are now companies who have started these services, providing even security guards also you need in your society is also coming from a franchise company. It's up to that level. Now you can understand not only education, food, retail, or healthcare. These were the four major categories offering franchise. But now today we have multiple categories. It can be even uh, some kind of a healthcare service at home for elderly people, like dialysis service for elderly people which are at home. They can't go to clinic. They can't go and they need service at home. There are dialysis companies. They are offering home service. Even there are some gym service, fitness services also which are available at home. It's again coming from a franchise company. Today, new category which has evolved is pet care. Now, earlier there were few pet care companies, but franchising was not been done that way. But now, if you see, you are especially in metros, if you are a husband, wife, working professionals, you have a pet at home, what you will do? So there are now pet care service companies, they are offering daycare service for pets. This is amazing. This is now new concept. And the daycare you have heard about daycare in preschools. Now there is a daycare in pet care also because you need to keep your pet full day somewhere where you will do it. And then you need a spa also for them. You need a foods, some kind of a products for them. So you have a full service which is offering through a pet care companies and this again franchise. So that's what everything is coming now from franchising. EV segment in two-wheelers is also now growing and growing. And everywhere you will see companies like Hero is coming into franchise, company into Kinetic is coming into franchise. It was all of a sudden it was in franchising now, but it was a dealership network kind of. Now it's franchise. Because what we call as franchise is EBO, exclusive brand outlet. Now it's not multi-branded. It's the exclusive brand outlets, but every company would want to go for these exclusive brand outlets to open. And that's what franchise India comes in between. We help them to take every brand in 100 plus cities today. This is the only media, this is the only platform which can take any brand to 100 cities to expand the business. And then we have different models to it. Then hotels and these hospitals, they're also offering an opportunity. Brand like Tata Chroma is also offering an opportunity. Tata Zodio is also offering an opportunity. But these are different business models which we have created for them, wherein we help to get an investor in, but all the management services and operations has been taken care by the company. So now, as for the investor demand today, We have created the business model accordingly for businesses. Somebody who want to only invest, don't want to be involved into this is also a model. Somebody want to invest as a investor, but he wants some minimum guarantee every month. Also created some kind of a model. And somewhere we have, you build your own store, you operate, and you make it successful, then we can transfer it to franchise. So that's what different methodologies have been created by Franchise India FranCorp team, which is helping businesses to get into franchise. So, friends, when you join us after election, what are we going to offer? We offer you tablet, which means T stands for technology. We'll provide a CRM, wherein the whole database will be in CRM, and we'll also create Franchise India domain email ID for you. A stands for access of infrastructure. So at this stage wherein we are talking about independent franchise consultant, it's an independent individual model. You don't need to have an office. That's the first thing. You don't need to invest in getting an office. So our office is also available. You can use it full time and every day. B stands for brands. When you join, you come for training. So we have, say, 1,000 brands today, which are exclusive right now with us. We have a contract with them that we are only selling franchisees for them. This will be available for you. So you can sell any business, any brand as per the demand. Lead sport. L stands for leads. So earlier we were charging for leads, but now after COVID, we are absolutely not providing any kind of opportunity wherein you have to invest in lead generation or any kind of a marketing, any kind of a kind of a promotions you need to do. Everything is done by Franchise India. Minimum 50 guaranteed leads. If somebody is not involved that way, minimum 50 guaranteed leads will be given by us. But if you are involved, you are giving feedbacks, it can go up to 300, 400. Absolutely no worry on the leads. It's all about from our side because as we discussed, we are getting 100,000 leads every week. Every week. Now, these leads are only for our partners who are really, giving us feedbacks. Is very, very active in this business. You can get at whatever leads you want. E stands for events. We do around 15, 20 events every month. These are all franchise events, wherein it is 100% without any cost to all our partners, all our IFC network. So these events, which we are investing in, we get the brands who are there, we get the paid investors, we fix all the marketing, we fix the menu, everything is invested by Franchise India. Plus, Franchise India team is also traveling to that city for that or having that event where my in partners are also coming, where IFC partners are coming, and we are also helping them to get the business closed. So these are all joint meeting support which we are giving to our partners that they should feel, absolutely okay in the, especially in the beginning, wherein they have just taken the training but have not hold on the business. So we help them full support which we have given. That's a complete joint meeting support also which we are giving extra to get the business done also. And that's what the message from top to bottom, that how every partner who joins us is becoming independent and becoming successful. So then we have T stands for training, which is 3 days training every month we organize in our corporate office. This is the first time and only one time wherein our partner will be on board, selected, joined, would be invited to the training program first time to our office, which is in Delhi. That's a 3 days training program which is designed, and every month we have a training program. There's a 3 days, and this month it is 18th, 19th, and 20th, which is starting on this Saturday. So there will be 3 days training program, and this will be 3 days for all our partners. So we have now new batch already coming for the training. So coming to Delhi only is on your own. So from pickup to drop, everything is done by Franchise India. All the arrangements done by Franchise India. And once you attend this 3 days training, you're done. You're absolutely done. You are ready for the market. And parallelly, you being the part of the event also, wherein you get investors who are serious, who have paid, come to that event, and then we help you also to get the business done in that event. So this is what we are talking about, the tablet. And the proposed structure, when you become our partner as an IFC, independent franchise consultant, you join us at the entry point of IFC, then you become IFC elite next year. So first year to hit only 15 lakh rupees revenue total. It's a gross revenue, not your part. It's a gross revenue which is coming to Franchise India through you. It's only 15 lakh rupees, which is just a small criteria, but it can be in one deal, one lead, 1 month, 1 week, or one day also. We close one deal, 15 lakh rupees is absolutely there. So, but for 1 year, we have put a minimum criteria so that the idea is you to get involved into this business. Like you have heard about ROI in the businesses, return on investment. So we have two other ROIs in this business. One, the return on involvement. Please note, this is our model. Return on involvement and return on intelligence. These are two ROIs. Involvement would mean that you have to take our time for this business. You have to be involved, you have to be engaged. So say we have an event, you are coming to the event, then business will be helped, supported by us for you. If you're not coming to the event, so you're not involved, then nothing can happen. So you have to be involved, you have to initiate the discussion, you have to initiate the dialogue, and everything would be given to you, the support and helping business also be done. So it's a return on involvement. So how much time you are giving to this business is helping you to grow faster. That's what return on involvement. This is not return on investment. Second is return on intelligence would mean that you are a consultant. You have to gain the training. You have to gain the understanding about every brand, how it works, how industry works. We train you. So we can train only once you are involved. We cannot train once you are not involved. So once you are involved, training will be done. So you become a trained consultant. Then, if you are becoming a trained consultant, would mean that investor and brand, that's the beauty of this business, that we charge both sides. And we charge both sides, from the investor also, from brand also. It becomes a very, very rewarding business. And what is your share at IFC entry point, and what is your share at IFC elite membership point? That is 40% you are getting at the initial stage. When you join, you become our partner with 40%, and it becomes 50% when you becoming elite member. Elite member becoming 1 year after. So next year you will become 50% partner, and 40% partner you are starting. And now what is the 40% off? And here you can see 20% off. And this is very, very important slide. I'll put more stress on this, so more time on this, so that you will also understand. So I'll simplify this. As we discussed, we have two communities whom we work. One side we have investors, one side we have brands. Now understand this. Investor would mean I. Where you see I, it's investor. Where you see B is brand. So what we do is we onboard both. When we onboard an investor, because like property dealers, property brokers, we don't work like that. We are not property broking company. We are a franchise broking company, and we are the leaders in this business. There is no competition, as somebody was writing, who's your competitor. There is no competition for Franchise India in India. There is no competition. So that's why we work with investors, and we don't work free. This is the first rule of this business. We don't work free. So we onboard that investor first with us. So we are saying you are serious. There's some fee which we charge, and you have to come on board first. There's a small registration which we do, which called as investor acquisition. So every investor you meet, say 10 investors you are getting onboarded, they are interested to work for us, to get business for us. So we have a small registration which starts with 30,000 only for getting on board that investor. And obviously it is investment wise, because every investor is unique. Somebody is having investment low, somebody is having high, somebody having this, but we also structured this parameter as investment wise. So if any investor who is coming under 20 lakh rupees, it can be 10, 15, under 20 lakh, we charge 35,000 rupees as onboarding fee, which is investor acquisition fee, IA. So it means that you are now serious, you're accountable, we are accountable, we can work with you on Sundays, we can work with late evenings, and we are sure that he is a serious investor. That's why we charge 35,000 rupees for investor to come on board first. What we do then? We service the investor. Service the investor would mean we help to get multiple options. And obviously, we are consultants. We understand the requirement. We get the right brand and right structuring, and we get the matchmaking done. We get the deal done. So, would mean in that case, we have serviced the investor. So, the moment we service the investor, we again charge from the investor side. So, we have two revenue products from the investors, which is IA and IS, investor acquisition and investor service fees. Service fees because we have serviced the investor. We have got the franchise for the investor. And if it is under 20 lakh rupees, we will get 1 lakh rupees minimum from that investor as investor service fees. Now, investment goes up. Say it is 20 lakh to 50 lakh. My onboarding fees becomes 50,000 and service fees becomes 1.5 lakh rupees. So likewise, it is 50 lakh to 1 CR. Here it is becoming 1 lakh as a onboarding, and then it becomes 2 lakh rupees for service fees. So likewise, investor onboarding, it becomes, it goes up to 5 lakh also. And as per the service fees, it goes up to say 25 lakh also is the service fees, because as per the total investment of the investor. Suppose if we are getting 5 CR investment done, we are getting a 10 CR opportunity. So accordingly, it is generally 4% of the total investment, which is investor service fees. But that becomes from 1 lakh rupees to say it becomes 25 lakh rupees also in some cases. But lowest is 1 lakh if there's a low cost investment, which is under 20 lakh also. So, but it is also increasing. This is also increasing as per the investment goes up. Coming to the other side, we are businesses and brands we work. B stands for brands. Again, we do not work free. So if any brand is coming, they have to franchise their business. They want to get new franchisees, partners. They want to get, so we have to onboard that first. So what we do, we onboard the brand, which is brand onboarding, which is business development. We call it as a business development. So brand is to be onboarded by us. It can be referred by any IFC partner. If it is reference to you, only reference. Rest all we will do, we'll come on the joint meeting. We'll send the proposals, we follow up payments, closures, and then Francop will do consulting, then franchisee will do marketing, lead generation. We all will work on the leads. We get the franchise done for that brand. That's what the objective of that brand coming on board is, because we have to sell franchises for them together. So when onboard is there, you get 20% of the onboarding fee, which is your reference. Onboarding is 8.5 lakh rupees starting. It goes up to then 75 lakh also. There are multiple options. There are 4. But starting is 8.5 lakh if it is a small, low cost, or it can be a startup company. If they want to get franchises on board, they work with us. So my onboarding fees becomes 8.5 lakh, and you can do multiple references. It is not limited to 1, 2, 3, 4. Every month you can do 5, 10 also. So you get 20% off the onboarding fee. Say we charge 8.5 lakh rupees, and your payout is 20% off 8.5 lakh. Again, it's multiple you do, multiple you get. And then what we do as a company, we service these brands which are already on board or which are new onboarding. And onboarding done by any partner, any employee, or anybody. It's open for everyone to service. So that brand or any other brand, when we start servicing, when we are getting investors from the company, we help them to get franchise for that any brand which you are interested, which you are liking, which is fit for your profile, which is fit for your market. And that can be also arranged. Somebody want to work only in F&B, somebody want to work in healthcare, somebody is education specialist, you want to work only in education category, it can be done. Or you want to keep it open, so we have all 500 to 800, 900 opportunities ready for you. So when we service the brand, we sell the brand franchise. So we call this BS, brand service fees. We again charge a fee from the brand because we have sold the franchise for the brand. And this service fees, it starts with some 2 lakh rupees, it goes up to 50 lakh rupees. That depends on what kind of opportunity it is. It goes to 50 lakh. Now it's a very, very big ticket. Now your share is 40% on investor onboarding fee investor service fees and brand service fees. So if I can throw an example just to give you understanding, you do 10 investor onboard in a month with lowest 30,000 or 35,000, it becomes 3.5 lakh and you get 40% of that. That's the first revenue. Second, since we have to service the investor, say in the same case, we are getting 1 lakh rupees from each. All these 10 will get us 1 lakh rupees each. That would mean we get 10 into 1 lakh become 10 lakh, you get 40% again. And then brand, whichever franchise they have taken, from the brand also we get, say, 2 lakh rupees. I'm talking about average, will not go 10 lakh, 5 lakh, we'll get an average of 2 lakh each. All 10 which we have sold franchise, we become 2 lakh into 10, 20 lakh. You again get 40% of this 20 lakh. It's 8 lakh. So in total, you can understand, you can calculate how this is rewarding for all of you. And in this, investors also given by us, brands also given by us, training also given by us, sport also given by us, joint meetings also done by us, events also given by us. Sorry. So you have no investment in this. Only is your time which you are putting in. So it is highly rewarding. And then next year it becomes 50% here in these three cases. It will remain 20% because you are only giving us a reference of that business and you can do multiple. Say if you are given 5 references, we did 5 joint meetings. Let's say we have closed 8.5 lakh into 2. Now you can understand, you can get 20% of this total revenue. Leads, as I said, lead is not a concern. So there will be 50 minimum leads which we are giving to you every month. And these 50 leads will be given by us. Plus, then there are other leads also which are brand leads coming to you, which will be given by all of us. So you don't have to run a campaign. You don't have to put money into marketing. You don't have to do any sort of marketing or campaign or promotion. All done through us. We have your profile creation. We give you creatives. We'll make you also help you to build yourself also a brand that you are in that city. You are helping investors, and you are the franchise consultant. So this is the overall understanding of this. This is the first revenue for you. Second revenue is that all brands which we are working with, they are also dependent on us. Now, what they do is they're also giving us cash incentives to get their franchise sold because they want to get focus, attraction, attention on their brand. They're also giving us some extra cash incentive, which is open for everyone. If you're selling an opportunity, you're getting the, that cash incentive also. That's plus second. Third, we are also giving international contest every quarter. So there's a 3-month understanding. We have set some targets, which is minimum performance for next quarter, which is in return the responsibility of our leaders who will be helping our partners to qualify that. One, you're getting obviously payout. Second, you are also getting opportunity to go international, which is 4 days every quarter. And then we also have the last quarter of the year, which is Jan, Feb, March, which is the quarter 4. We also do recognition awards, which is also being done from Franchise India side for our IFC partners, for our employees, which is also the international destination, wherein we can award, we can reward, we can give you a lot of other things, also recognition also, apart from the international trips, which we have all 4. So this is for my IFC partner and understanding. Second model is wherein we have also an opportunity that someone who is really looking forward to become our branch partner. It's an independent franchise consultant. Now we have a branch partnership model also, wherein we are again selecting the partner who is really capable to run the branch. It's very, very interesting. We had 27 cities when we started. And to be very honest, we have already now 17 cities already done. We have now our partners, rather our opportunity which we have given to our existing IFC partners if you want to upgrade. So most of the cities are being taken by our IFC partners and they have upgraded to a branch partner. So if we talk about Surat, I have got my IFC partner who was working with us for 1.5 years. So he has upgraded and he has taken the branch of Surat. Gandhinagar, again, one of my partner, IFC partner who have upgraded, he has taken the branch in Punjab. I have got IFC partner who have taken this. So likewise, in many cities, there are existing partners who have taken this opportunity to upgrade from individual to the branch. So now we have 17 branches already done, which are in Lucknow. I have already a branch partner. Rather, we are doing this Saturday, Sunday, 2 days, a very, very large event over there. It's a franchise and retail exhibition, 2 days exhibition. And every month, otherwise, we are also doing a 1 day event. 2 days is coming once in a year, but event which is 1 day is coming every month. So we have Lucknow already a branch which is opening by a partner. We have Punjab, as I discussed. Punjab is also by, we have already opened a branch. Then we have Indore, a branch. We have Raipur, we have Vijayawada, we have Vizag. Then we have Mysore, Nagpur, Surat, Rajkot. Rajkot is also now recently opened and it's just now opening, so inauguration is yet to done. Then we have Gandhinagar, Calicut, Coimbatore, Trichy, Navi Mumbai, and Guwahati is already done. Now, what are we left with? We are left with cities, and before that, I'll give you understanding what branch has to do. So, branch will do 4 businesses. One, you will opening a franchise India office. So, you will do exactly what Franchise India is doing as an office. Would mean transactions. You work with investors, you work with brands, you work with also real estate people also. So first is Franchise India office. You do transactions, you get investor side also, brand side also twice. Then we can also build IFC partners under the firm, under the branch. There are some IFC partners who can become an individual who don't have an office. So branch is already there, and you're a partner. And in IFC will take help from you to use the office and do the business with you. CBB is another category, another vertical of ours, which is certified business broker. They do resale businesses. As we talk about, we have exit planning also we do. That's a resale. So we do resale business, another vertical. So as a home partner, you can also work on the resale businesses. Then we have Business X. So that's our company name, which is under Business X, we have got certified business broker. So now this is Business X Realty, would mean that commercial properties we work with. Every brand we are selling as a franchise, we need property, we need real estate. So Business X Realty is another vertical of ours. Under this, our firm partner will also get, the business of this, and you can also get payouts on this business. Now, as a branch, what is the criteria? You need to have a 500 square feet office, own or rentals, but it has to be selected by us. Location has to be selected by Franchise India management. 4 to 5 member team, which is directly under firm. So we will share with you directly 50% revenue on wherein we were talking about 40% with IFC. There's a 50% direct revenue. BD will remain same, which is business development, brand on board, because here it's again a reference. You don't have to do anything as a branch partner. 20%. And if we appoint an IFC partner in your city under firm, you'll get 25% of the fee, which is for IFC partner, which I'm going to talk about now. And in case IFC partner is doing the business in that city, so 40% will go to the IFC partner, which is obviously you have heard before this. And there's an extra 10% which will go to firm partner as a branch. It comes under you. So for firm partner, we have 3 plus 3 year of license. The license which you have to take, and firm license fees is 20 to 25 lakh. Now we are left with 10 cities, which is Jaipur. Jaipur is rather now we have closed just now. They are also coming for the training. Jaipur is done. We have Madurai, we have Nasik. Nasik we have under discussions. So we have 3 or 4 discussions parallelly going on. We have Ranchi, we have Patna, we have Belgaum, Goa. Goa, we are doing a show this month, and now we are looking at branch also there. And Dehradun, we are looking very keen in Dehradun also, and then Bhubaneswar and Jammu. Jammu is also a very, very important city for us. A lot of discussions done, but we are not finding the right partner who can really build that location area, because we are looking forward for not only Jammu, it can go up to Kashmir as well, and it's growing market. So we are looking forward for a very, very strong partner in Jammu who can really help us with building and developing that location. So 20 to 25 lakh rupees is our fee, which is the first time license fees for having the branch in your city. So some cities we have got 25 lakh rupees, some cities we have 20 lakh rupees. That is depending on the potential of the year. If Jaipur is 25, Jammu is 25. Likewise, there are 20 or 25. These are the two licenses that we have. So that is where we are talking about this, and then we are talking about IFC as a partnership. So only as an independent franchise consultant, it takes a license of 7.5 lakh rupees plus GST. It takes a little extra time. I'm doing it now fast. So for IFC partner, there's 7.5 lakh plus GST. Only one time license fees to become partner with Franchise India. If you have to take first license, and then rest, there is 3 year of agreement, and there is no investment in next 3 years. Rest, as we discuss, what are we going to offer? That will be all done by Franchise India. You have only one-time license fees for 7.5 individual, 20 or 25 lakh rupees for a branch partner. So it's a first-time license. Rest all the investments would be done by Franchise India for next 3 years for IFC partner, and for firm it will be 3 + 3 years of license. Then you will work with Franchise India, and Franchise India will provide you everything which is required in this. So in the interest of time, so we have taken 23 minutes extra. So my apologies for that, but there was some delay in this. We'll definitely reach out to each one of you again. We'll have one by one discussion, and then we will fix up the slot for having a final round with the management team, wherein we will do the selection. In case there's anyone who really want to attend the training program immediately on Saturday onwards this month, so we will also look forward for that also, because Saturday, Sunday, and Monday we have 3 days training. Otherwise, it will be for next month again the new batch, which is. Thank you so much once again for being so patient with us and having extra time with us also. And we will look forward other side to have another discussion with you, wherein you have some questions. Please feel free to reach out to our team, vision heads, so that you can also have some queries and questions which is getting sorted. And I'm also available for any question and query. I'm also giving my number in the chat box. It's a 7011998340. I'll repeat 7011998340. If there's any question, any query you have, you can reach out to me as well. But otherwise, our leaders will reach out, have a full understanding with you. I'm sure there must be some questions still there with you to understand the overall business model. Then we will go for the last round, final round with our chairman and our management as well. Once again, from all of us at Franchise India, thank you so much for being patiently listening and attending this program. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.